Hi, I'm Missy. Welcome back. Today I am going to show you how I freeze cherries. So a couple of weeks ago I was able to buy a whole case of cherries from the co-op that I order food from for about half the price that I could buy them locally. So I did that, had a whole case of cherries. I've already put a lot of them in the freezer, but I kept some out for us just to snack on. But now they're at the point that I need to go ahead and get them in the freezer. So I thought that I would show you what I do to freeze my cherries. So the first thing that I did is I've already washed these in water with a little bit of lemon juice in there, and then I've been pulling the stems off of them like this just to make it easier when I go to pit them. This is a cherry pitter. I don't know if you have one of these. I did not have one for a long time, and when I learned about a cherry pitter, the cherry pitter makes the job so much easier. So we use our frozen cherries mostly either to make smoothies or to bake with, like muffins and things like that. So I like to have them already pitted and cut in half because it makes it easier to go from that state to whatever we're going to use them in. So after I have my cherries washed and I have all the stems pulled off of them, I go ahead and I use my pitter to get those pits out of them, just like this. It's so easy with one of these. So after I get the pits out of my cherries, I go ahead and I take them and I just slice them in half, just like this. And then I take a pan with parchment paper on it and I put my cherries on it with the cut side down. I just find that they freeze a little bit better that way. Okay, this pan of cherries is ready to go into the freezer. I'll go stick it in the freezer just like this and leave it for probably an hour or two. And when these cherries are frozen, I'll take them back out and I'll put them in a Ziploc bag. When they're frozen and ready to come off the sheet, I use this metal spatula to get them off because it's really thin and I can get up underneath them and I can pull them off the paper and put them in the bag. Because even when they're quick frozen, they're still pretty sticky, but you are able to pull them apart and get them off the paper and get them into the bag. So I'm going to go stick these in the freezer and I'll show you what they look like after they're frozen. Okay, this is a bag of cherries that I already had frozen in the freezer. And I just wanted to show you what they are like when they're frozen. They're still really sticky, but and some of them stick together, but not anything like they would if they hadn't been quick frozen before putting them in there. So you're still able to just pull out the amount you want to use in your recipe. We throw them in smoothies just like this, or if I'm going to use them for muffins or something like that, I'll go ahead and chop them up into smaller pieces while they're still frozen and then use them that way. But it's really not that difficult. It's very easy, and I like to do my cherries this way. I do a lot of my fruits in the freezer instead of in jars because when I do them this way, they don't have to have any sugar added to them, and I like to have them just the fruit or just the berry that we can put straight into a smoothie or into a muffin or something like that without all of the added sugar. So we put a lot of our fruit and berries and things like that in the freezer, not in jars canned. So anyway, I hope that this video was beneficial to you. I hope that you will try freezing some cherries yourself so that you can have them when they're not in season anymore. It's always so nice to have things that you can have all year long when they're not in season. And so I hope that you enjoyed this and learned something. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell so you'll be notified when I make more videos, and come back again. Thank you. No, that sounds good. So much easier. Be quiet. Stop. I'm trying to finish the end. Stop.
Action. Put me in her. Cut. I'll be the little dude. I'll be the dude. I'm the dude.